Welcome to Melanated Magic TV, and I am your host, Jessica X, and today I am coming to you with a story out of CBS17.com. North Carolina father charged with murder in baby's death. Relative mourn 3-month-old boy. Clemens, North Carolina. A Clemens man has been charged with first-degree murder after his 3-month-old son died from his injuries. According to the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office, Brandon Smith McDaniel was initially charged with a felony child abuse after seeking medical treatment for Sloan McDaniel on Monday. Authorities believe the 20-year-old had severely abused Sloan while he watched the child at his house on Monday. He rushed the child to the hospital where it was discovered that the child was dealing with severe injuries. The authorities were called and McDaniel was arrested. Sloan passed away on Thursday as a result of his injuries. This is almost 3 months to the day that he was born. It was pure bliss, and I am grateful to have had some tiny part of his life whatsoever, Sloan's godmother, Debbie McCaffrey, said. It's truly one of the greatest privileges of my life. She and Sloan's other godmother, Daniela Smith, met with WGHP on Friday to share how impactful his life was on them. Remembering the beautiful moments that we had with him, his smile, his giggle, McCaffrey said. As for Smith, she said she and Sloan's mother constantly talk about the type of man he would grow to be. She said she taught them both how to truly love. When Sloan came into our lives, he really showed us how to mature, how to love someone else more than yourself. And really, you could just step back from the situation and realize that, wow, I am a part of his life, Smith said. Right now, Sloan family is preparing a celebration of life for the 3-month-old. A GoFundMe has been set up to help the family with funeral and burial expenses. McDaniel is in the Forsyth County Law Enforcement Detention Center with no bond allowed. This is a sad situation. I'm not going to sit here and say that we, black people, don't abuse our kids and kill our kids and stuff like that, because that does happen in our community. But I will say most of the time when stuff like that happens, it's because this person has some form of mental illness. And in this case, I'm going to be honest, I looked everywhere to find a picture of this baby's mom. As you can clearly see, this baby, this beautiful baby, is black. His father's white. When you mess with anyone outside of your race, you run the risk of anything happening to your children. I can honestly say that I don't know too many black people who have ever, I don't even think I know any of black people who ever abused a child. I mean, aside for the incident that happened here in Augusta, but I didn't know her personally. But the lady who did what she did in Augusta, she still to this day is in a mental ward. This pale Pookie right here, this pale thug right here, he deserves to be up under the jail for what he did to this precious, beautiful baby boy. He doesn't deserve the right to reproduce. His ass belongs at Parchman Prison. He's the type of, I don't even want to say person, entity that deserve that type of cruel, inhumane, harsh treatment. And I hope that his mom and his grandma and his family is able, this precious baby, I'm not talking about the pale pookie, but I pray that this baby's family is able to have some type of peace. Because losing a child, especially to abuse, is a terrible way to lose a child. Not saying losing a child, period, is a good thing, but I'm saying it's much hurtful ways that you can lose a child through murder. And I feel so sorry that this baby had to endure whatever he had to endure while he was with his demonic father. And I pray they put him up under the jail. I'm your host, Jessica X, and thanks for tuning in to Melanated Magic TV.